Hey, what's up, guys? Bebop Vox here, and I am with League of Legends Paul. You, sir? You were the man I hear. You're the man I hear about all the characters you're going to see maybe in the next month and forever.
I help out where I can.
Okay. So what is it that you do exactly at Riot Games?
So I work in production. I oversee champion development for League of Legends. So I work with a really awesome, talented team of designers, artists, programmers, engineers, audio people, visual effects artists, etc. And together we all are responsible for releasing awesome champions for League of Legends on a regular basis.
And yeah, it's about every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, you guys come out with one.
Every 2 to 3 weeks, we release a new champion. You know, that changes depending on if we want to hold it back for more quality or more testing, or if we want to do something else with them.
Okay, I'm curious on a side question is how many champions do you have like in the pipeline at one time? Because I'm sure you guys have a whole board of ideas and everything else.
Wow. At any given, it takes about 3 to 6 months to complete a champion. Okay. So every champion everyone's getting regularly has been in development for a long time. So at any given time, I at least have eight plus champions in various stages of development, whether very close to launch to very, very early concept and stuff. And then there's tons of ideas that are being kind of thought up before they even enter any start of production at all. So, 8 to 20 if you really count the ideas that are just kind of in our heads. But we'll work on a lot at any given time.
That is awesome, and I'll show some footage here. This was your new one. It just came out, right?
Yeah, on the right here is Diana. She's an AP fighter, meaning she uses ability power as one of her main statistics. And she's a jungler, which means she mostly hangs out in the jungle in terms of roles of the game. And she's great for ganking people. Yeah, she's pretty awesome.
Yeah, my wife plays like crazy, and she's good at flushing them out. She's awesome.
It's a very pivotal role in the terms of the game, so it's really cool.
So now you have two that are about to come out, and we're going to show us which one of these.
Right, we're going to show you two new champions. First is Rengar, the Pride Stalker. He also is a jungler, but he has a completely different take on it than Diana. And then there's Dark Sovereign. That's Syndra, the Dark Sovereign. She is an evil sorceress, and she uses gravity and dark energy force magic to manipulate orbs of dark energy around the map, and she could move them around and displace her opponents, and she's pretty awesome and powerful.
All right, so we're going to check out some of this gameplay of how they play, and we'll film that right now while you talk about it.
Sounds good to me. Like I said, his main role is a jungler. We're not going to have the pure jungling experience here because I'm only playing against a bot to show you the abilities, but I'm just going to give you some examples of his abilities and how they could all combo together to do interesting tactics for the player. So like I said, Rengar is a hunter. He's a beast man, though. If we zoom in on him right here, you can see he is from a race of lion-like creatures. And his story goes as this: he was abandoned by his tribe when he was a child, and he was adopted by some human hunters. And they kind of taught him everything that he knew about hunting, to the point where he became one of the best hunters in all of the world of League of Legends. And his goal is to just kind of beat and kill bigger and better prey, and he collects them as trophies, so you can kind of see that he's adorned with some bones and stuff in his hair and other parts of his armor that represents the awesome creatures that he's tamed. Recently, he encountered a creature he never knew before. Kind of snuck up on him in the jungle, which never happens, and they fight to a brutal conclusion. He loses his eye and has to retreat, and this is something never happens to him. So he's never had to retreat, and he's kind of humiliated. So he kind of recuperates and decides, I need to come back and kill this monster and redeem myself because I am the best hunter there ever was. So because of that, we've kind of built all of his abilities about being a hunter and being someone who can stalk patiently and deliberately to kill you. So I'm going to show you a couple of his abilities here that play into that. So first and foremost, what you're seeing is his passive ability, right? Every champion has a passive ability. This is one that you don't activate. His passive is when he is in brush. That's these bushes over here. When you're in brush, you cannot be seen by enemy opponents unless they are also in brush, or if you have a vision ward in there. He is able to leap out from the brush and initiate an attack on a nearby enemy. So you can see I have these minions that are within my circle here. If I click on one, I will jump out and attack it, which is great for, you know, initiating fights. And that's exactly what you want to do if you're going to be stalking on people in the jungle. He also has a new resource system that we have not seen before in League of Legends. We call it Ferocity. It's basically kind of like a combo point system. The more he uses his abilities, the more he gains points in Ferocity. And when he's at max points of Ferocity, his abilities have an extra additive effect. Okay, so I'm level 6 now. I have my ultimate. As you can see, I'm in the bush here. Shyvana is a couple levels above me, so I'm just really going to demonstrate how you can combo with her abilities. So I'm going to hit my ultimate now. I am now invisible. You can see that I can detect where nearby enemies are, and I can leap at enemies. It also, oh my god, I'm not doing really well here. Wow, she is a giant dragon. I'm going to run away and heal another day. But the point I'm trying to make is he's able to go stealth and leap out at any nearby opponent. So he gets that ability that his passive has, and he can use it wherever he wants. He also has his own custom item. It's called the Bone Tooth Necklace. If you buy this, you get some extra damage, but the more champions that you kill, you get additional bonuses because he's a hunter, and so the more things he kills empowers him. So I didn't show you his third ability. That's his E. His E is a Bola Strike, and when you use this ability, it's going to slow down your opponent. If you have max of your ferocity, it adds a root to that ability, so it pretty much stuns them for a little bit, which is awesome. When you are at full ferocity with your W, you do the shout and it heals you, and when you do ferocity with your Q, he does major damage. Oh my god, this dragon. Nope. I totally just missed the dragon. I hit a minion. I'm not good under pressure. I'm gonna try to kill this dragon right here. This dragon has me on fire, but I'm a lion. I don't care. Okay. Well, you know, that's why I'm not a professional League of Legends player. I just make the game.
We saw the attack.
So that's Rengar, the Pride Stalker, and I'll show you guys our next champion, Syndra, the Dark Sovereign now. So this is Syndra. She is a powerful, powerful sorceress. This one is not out. This one is coming out in sometime in September. It all depends on how she's doing. Her source of power are these 3 dark energy spheres that she can manipulate. She can also create new versions of these spheres. And what they allow her to do is plant them into the ground. When you put them on the ground, it hurts enemies that are nearby, but then they just sit there. And then using her other ability, she can manipulate them. So with her W, her second ability, she's able to pick up one of the spheres and drag it around, and then she can toss it anywhere she wants around her. Her third ability is kind of a force wave that she pushes out. And if one of those spheres are on the ground, she's able to push them out, kind of like she's playing pool. And if a champion or minion gets hit by the ball, it stuns them. So she has a lot of cool utility with those abilities. And her ultimate channels all of the energy spheres that are currently on the map onto an opponent and hurts them for major damage. So she is very, very powerful. She is going to be dominant in middle lane, which is the lane I'm walking into right now. And what we're going to do right now is I'm going to farm up so I can show you guys how her abilities works, and then a couple cool tricks with her. Alright, so here's Syndra. I'm going up against Malhazar on the bottom lane. I'm going to show him that I am made of stronger stuff. I'm going to try to burst him down real hard here. So I'm going to show you what her Q does. It lays down an energy sphere, does damage. I can pick up that spear with my W, and I can throw it towards my enemy. So you see me over here, I just launched it at him. On impact, it slows my enemies down, so it's good utility there. I also can lay down another spear and combo it with my E ability. It's a force push, and send that ball flying. Again, if it hits an enemy champion or minion, it will stun them. So that's pretty cool. It's good interplay of setting up these different orbs. I'm gonna pick one up and throw it at Malzar right now and let him know I mean business. I'm gonna land my ultimate on him. All the spears focus on him. I get more spears. He got away, but I really chased him off. I got all these spears around, which I can then pick up to to hurt enemies with. So there, just an interesting little combination. He was pushing on my lane, using all my abilities. I was able to send him flying back home to lick his wounds, and didn't get the kill there, but you can see just potential for ultimate strategy there. I will show you something really neat. So we showed you Rengar earlier, who I said is particularly a jungler. Well, Syndra has some abilities that really help her mess with junglers. What I'm going to show you here is one of our jungle minions. These jungle minions are special. Junglers usually go and get all of their experience and gold from these minions, as well as ganking lanes to kills. But there's a couple minions that give the champion a buff. And this is the Golem. It gives you a mana buff, which gives you more better mana regen and cooldown reduction. So this is a really crucial buff in the game, and Syndra can pick it up and send him flying. So imagine a jungler is trying to get in there to get what he needs done. Syndra can literally toss the the Golem over the window. You can do this with the Lizard Elder. You can do this with the Golem blue buff. You can't do this with Dragon or Baron, so you can't take the strongest minion in the game and try to hurt someone with it. But I mean, it's still pretty neat. And in essence, that's Syndra. So before I leave, I'll sign off with one last thing. So despite being an evil megalomaniac sorceress who uses gravity energy, she can get down like any other person who likes to just let loose and club it, but she'll probably kill you afterwards for watching. And and that's Syndra, guys.
That was pretty impressive. So thank you for your time. That was a lot to show off.
My pleasure.
Can't wait to see what you guys have coming up. So you guys know also he's hooking me up with a lot of giveaways, so you guys can expect that. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you. Woo! All right, guys, go ahead and comment below, subscribe, and as always, I will see you guys in game.